Hello and welcome to the Comics Atlas. This is the series in which we talk about the complete history of comic book characters. Daredevil is in our radar once again when we continue telling his story. Today we'll talk about issues 33 through 36 of The Man Without Fear. It should be a nice episode, so let's get to it. Right off the bat, Daredevil is on the heels of the man known as the Beetle. Strangely, Matthew gets beaten by his rival, a defeat he attributes to his lack of sleep from his battle last week. Now it's time for Murdoch to joke around Karen and Foggy. He convinces both to take a random vacation in Canada, but while on their way a familiar face arrives. It's the Beetle, now trying to steal a necklace from the train our main cast is moving on. Mike puts on his costume and there's a second battle. Their struggle takes them to the rocky outdoors where the winged man has the advantage. He lures Matt to a nearby waterfall where he cuts the blind man's wire, plunging him into the water. Of course, Murdoch survives and takes a moment to once again track the man who dropped him. He makes his way to a small village in the middle of nowhere. The locals are hostile and it becomes clear they work for the Beetle. They're cannon fodder for the devil who disposes of them in quick succession until the real supervillain intervenes. Now Matt is charged into a van blindfolded and heading for Canada, where he will be unmasked in front of the whole world. We got some momentum going when we have a flashback to the Beetle's origin. He was a mechanic who used his position to create his wings and fingers to terrorize the world? Well, nobody asked for that, but okay. Later, when it's all set up for Daredevil to lose his mask, the Man Without Fear jumps ferociously as he escapes from his bondage. Another battle starts with the Beetle once again catching Daredevil by surprise, but it's Foggy who makes the save, struggling with the winged one and allowing the police to arrest the criminal. After all the turmoil, Mike and Karen and Foggy can finally have their vacation. The next story starts with an ominous prediction: Daredevil dies first. Well, we start the issue in the right foot, the Trapster breaking through the window at Nelson and Murdoch's. He immobilizes both Karen and Foggy with his space gun and turns his attention to Matt. The lawyers question about murder by an impatient Trapster whose only objective was to arouse the attention of the Man Without Fear. At this time in New York City, every single person knows these lawyers have something to do with the vigilante. The villain's plan is to take down Daredevil, so he can recover some prestige amongst other criminals after being defeated by the Fantastic Four. After cleaning up the office and alienating his friends as always, Murdoch can go out swinging over the streets, searching for the man who embarrassed him. But the Trapster has a flyer and goes on the offensive, prompting Matthew to go on serious mode. They crash on the concrete but are unharmed. Quickly the Trapster uses his gun to pin down the ever-reliable Billy Club, so it's a fist fight then. Daredevil has an advantage, but the villain has a trick up his sleeve. He uses anti-grav discs, sending the hero flying high, claiming to be victorious. The next step in his plan is to go to the Baxter Building. He dresses up as Daredevil and enters the building without any setback. Susan Storm is alone and lets the fake hero in, believing him to be an ally. This is the part where I admit I haven't read the Fantastic Four, so I don't know what happened, but you get the gist of it. Again, the Trapster acts fast, pasting Susan to the ground and leaving a ticking time bomb to finish her. Meanwhile, Matt escapes his trap and races to a building to stop any crime from occurring. Just in time, he finds the bomb and throws it off the window. The explosion makes Reed and Johnny return to their base only to find Sue and Murdoch safe. Alright, they all met up in Fantastic Four number 40, so check it out if you want to. Now the protagonist won the Trapster all by himself. For the second time it's one-on-one on the skies of the city. Yeah, for a moment we cut to the life of Foggy Nelson. He is offered the position of district attorney like he did with the whole organizer fiasco. Well, that was nice. Coincidentally, his long-gone love, Deborah Harris, now free from jail, wants to reconnect with him. It'll be a tough road for the men, won't it? Back to a regular programming, where the two gladiators crash to the ground and yet keep doing battle around a lot of unarmed civilians. Finally growing tired, Daredevil launches himself to the running Trapster. They both fall down a set of stairs, rendering the hero unconscious. But when he recovers, he finds himself at the feet of one man. But it's not the man he has been fighting the whole day. No, it's even worse. On the next issue, the blind vigilante will face the wrath of Dr. Doom. To be honest, in any normal day, I will crap on these issues and call them irrelevant and filler. Those two adjectives definitely apply, but while rereading them, I actually enjoy them. I don't know, I guess if we are gonna read inferior villains, at least the stories must not come as pretentious as in other instances. The tales are simple and predictable, but they don't mean otherwise, so you can just enjoy the silliness, action and art. You can skip them, but they aren't a complete waste of your time. On the other hand, they lack any sort of real struggle. I mean, I don't dislike the Beetle. I just guess he's fine for 1 or 2 filler issues. It's just that he is a villain that is going to cause real harm to any self-respect hero. On the other hand, even after reading all this, I still ask myself, who is the Trapster again? I'm really more hyped up about Dr. Doom facing the man without fear. The last story was a nice setup to remind us of the relationship between the man in the cover and the Fantastic Four. He's the most dangerous villain Matthew has ever faced. I'm crossing my fingers for this story to be good. Anyway guys, that's it for today. Don't forget to leave your like, share and subscribe down below. You can also check my other playlist on Spider-Man and Thor. This is the Comics Atlas and I wish you all a nice existence.